McStuffins and Sofia the First are both all CGI cartoon shows currently airing on Disney Junior. Both are primarily aimed at preschool girls, both have experienced runaway success, and both are readily available through various forms of merchandise. There's a lot to unpack there, but today I'm interested in examining the different ways Doc McStuffins and Sofia the First frame their heroines within their respected cartoons, along with said heroines' relationship to other characters and the world they inhabit. Doc is always positioned as in control and as a respected professional. The toys, both Doc's inner circle and any patient of the episode, look up to her as a leader, follow her directions, and go to her for guidance. The neighborhood children and Doc's younger brother also readily acknowledge her skill for toy repair and have a great deal of reverence for her abilities. Every episode's conflict is solved with Doc using a combination of her leadership, medical, and engineering skills to repair her patients. Physically, Doc operates within a clinic that is well suited for her height, and she is generally much larger than the toys, giving her a feeling of being in control of her environment. The only person framed as higher than Doc is Doc's mother, a fully licensed human doctor who Doc sees as her idol and goes to for medical advice and assistance, but only in extreme situations. True, Doc's father is present, but he mostly exists to provide food for his children and physical comedy, rather than being a guiding force. Sofia, by contrast, is heavily defined by her feelings of naivete and smallness, the underlying narrative of the show being that Sofia becomes a princess overnight and is thrust into a new lifestyle, social circle, and set of expectations that are utterly foreign to her. Unlike Doc McStuffins' animation style, which places Doc in a world which suits her size, Sofia is stylized to be dwarfed by the environment and the adults around her. She is the youngest and shortest member of her family, as well as the newest girl in school, at least in the early season. Even amongst her animal companions, she comes off as immature and less world-wise than other characters like Clover or Robin. Season 1 plots typically focus on Sofia being confronted by challenges, social rules, or childhood problems that are at least initially out of her scope to deal with. She must often look to others for help, education, and support. In Season 2, thanks to character development, the theme seems to be Sofia does have the solution to a problem, but can't enact it by herself, or that the people around her don't immediately believe her. This is not to imply that Sofia is passive. She often takes control of situations and independently solves problems, but often after pushback or other obstacles. Ironically, the show, which takes place ostensibly in the real world, presents a self-affirming power fantasy, whereas the show taking place in a world of flying horses and talking rabbits presses down on its protagonist. Mind you, this distinction is probably for the best, since having the situation reversed would leave Doc feeling disenfranchised for no good reason, and Sofia's tale feeling overly indulgent. Doc is the kind of girl you want to be. Respected, confident, and in command. Whereas Sofia is the kind of girl you often feel like deep down. Scared, small, and constantly having to work against the doubting words of others to prove you have valuable thoughts and actions to offer the world. And, at least in my opinion, it's very good to have both of them around. After all, we all know the greatest girls show on Disney Junior is still Sheriff Callie's Wild West.